you're going at record pace, write down the word slope. Slope is kind of a slippery thing, as you've heard of the slippery slope. I don't even know what to call it. What do we call it? Slope? Incline, uphill, downhill, angles, ramps, whatever here. But when we talk about slope, I suppose the first thing we should talk about is this. Okay, first of all, when you're thinking from left to right, from left to right, that's how we think about slope, because we have to pick a side. If the slope goes up, this is a positive slope. If from left to right the slope goes downhill, it is negative slope. That is ultimately key that you understand that. Okay, when you go skiing, you generally want to take the negative slope because it's really hard to ski with a positive slope. Usually you take the little chairlift or the total up the positive and come down the negative. Now, here's what you must understand. Slope has multiple ways to define it. Slope is either the rise over the run, or it is how far up over how far over. Or you could also call it the change in y over the change in x. You will not use this one. This one's just here for your own personal satisfaction. And those of you in the construction business, how many of you are in the construction business? Anybody? Any roofers out there? Anybody done? Anybody help shingle a roof? Thank you, Brian. He used to shingle the roof, so he would understand this. Okay, roofs have what we call is pitch, which by the way is the same as slope. And the higher the pitch, no, the lower the pitch, no, the higher the pitch, the steeper the roof is. Anyways, so here's the deal. First of all, in order to find slope of a line or of anything, you kind of have to have a coordinate system or a graph or be able to know some stuff. Let's say I've got this. Let's make a point at 2, I don't know, 2, 1, and a point right here at 0, 0. And here's my line. I use that line here. Everybody got that line? Everybody happy with that? Me, I think that's pretty nice. Okay. If I asked you what the slope of this line is, have we done this before? I don't think so. What's the slope? The little process is pretty simple. The first thing you want to do is make a triangle. Or make a right triangle. Let's see if you can pick this out here. Ready? How am I going to make a right triangle out of this? Well, I take one point, I go across, I take the other point, I go down. This should be my right triangle. So you got the right triangle there? Yes. And then you think about what we just said. Slope is rise over run. Oh, I know the one I forgot. How high? No, I did say how far up, right?
Yes.
It's up, over, over, and out. So you look at this triangle and you say, how far up does this triangle go? Well, I didn't draw it here, but it's only 1 up. From here to here, it's only 1 unit high. So that's what I put here for the up. How wide is it, or how far over does the triangle go? It goes 2 over. And then the last thing you have to think about is that first thing I told you. Are you skiing uphill or downhill? Because you need to know whether the slope is positive or whether it's negative. And in this case, because you're skiing uphill from left to right, it's a positive slope. You don't really need to put the positive sign, but just for fun. The slope of that line is 1/2. The slope of that line is 1/2. Sir?
Do you ever reduce?
Yes. If you can reduce, you will reduce. And you'll reuse and you'll recycle, if you can. Does that make any sense to anybody? Now, just because I can, time is fleeting. I'm gonna see if I got a. This does not work if I don't draw very good graphs. And I should have been more prepared, but sometimes I'm not very smart. What would this be called? Slope? You think I probably have a whole file on slope? I bet I do. And you think I probably have finding slope? Worksheet with bunch of lines for slope. That should be a good one. Let's try this one. I don't want that one. Because I think it was missing. I remember that worksheet. It was not very good. Oh, look at Adam Conzo. What's up with that? Wait, let's see. Any other girl basketball players? This is all permission forms. Give it time, kids. Don't worry. It's only. I have confidence in your. There we go. I have confidence. Here we go. You ready? Yes. Skip the confidence. Let's just move on. No. Okay, so here's my line. See if you can pick up on this. That's going to be really big. Oh, not bad. I'll take it. Come on down. There it is right there. Okay. So if I asked you to give the slope of this line, the hardest part it seems like people have is making the right triangle, but really it's not that hard. Okay, you've got a point here, you've got a point here, and it doesn't matter. You could go up from this point and go over from this point, and look, you've got yourself a nice little triangle there. Or you could go over from this point and go down from this point. It's the same triangle just flipped up, and you get the same answer. So your slope is how high it is over how wide it is. So this triangle here is how high? 1, 2, 3, 4. How wide is it? 1, 2. And there's where Connor said, if you can reduce, do you reduce? Absolutely. By the way, 2 goes into 4 twice. So it has a slope of 2, but you also have to consider, is it a positive slope or is it a negative slope? Are you going uphill from left to right or downhill? You are going uphill. If you look in your notes, that's the slope of that line is 2. Would it be wrong if you put 2 over 1? No, please don't. Wait, you want a hard one.
No, yes, we do.
Yes.
We were Mr. Han.
Don't ask. Oh, let's do this one. I'll give you a chance at this one. Ready? Get set. 4. No, not good. Paste. Right now, tell me what the slope of this one is. I'll try to get it on the board here. Sorry. Look at that. Tell me what you think the slope of that line is. I'll give you a little clue. This time we're going downhill, as is most of my classes. Oh, we still have 20 minutes left. Why didn't you tell me that? I got a big snowflake on the way. Joseph, do we have a slope on that yet? Oh, good. And slope is rise, how high, overrun. Making the triangle, it doesn't matter, over from one dot, up from the other. I make this triangle right here. What is my slope? Andrew says
-3/4.
it is -3/4. Why? Because my triangle is 3 high, 1, 2, 3. It is 4 wide, and I'm going downhill. It is -3/4. Connor.
Why
don't you start at like black over right triangle instead of like starting in the middle of the grid?
I don't know what that even means. Where's the bottom? Isn't this the bottom of my right triangle?
Yeah, but like when it's four then,
Four to where?
like to get to the
To get to the top?
Yeah.
Because you're counting spaces, not hash marks. Here is one space, that's 1 unit. 2 units, 3 units to get to the top. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. This is only 3 units high. Same thing here, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space. So,
How do you find if it's like positive or negative?
again, you look at your line, starting from left to right. If it goes uphill, you're climbing up the mountain, it's positive slope. Starting from left to right, if it's going down and you're going down the mountain, it's negative slope. We are going downhill, it's negative slope. I can tell you're ready for one more.
I guess so. Yes. We are.
How'd you know?
Oh, let's do this one.
Can we have a question?
Questions must be submitted in writing. Ready? Tell me what the slope of that is.
Oh, wow.
Slope of that line. How high is it over how wide is it? Is it going uphill or is it going downhill? As are most of my classes. Is that your stress ball?
No, it's a cat.
Oh,
Wasn't that fun?
that is fun. What do you say, Emma, then on this one?
Positive 1/4.
Positive 1/4, let's look. Here is my down, across, right triangle, up, over. How high is the triangle? Just 1. How far over is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Going uphill, so it is positive. Are you positive on that? I am very
One more. There's a question.
unfortunately, wait, who had a question?
Question.
Unfortunately, we've got one more thing to go. No, we won't go one more thing. We're gonna hold off on the one more thing till later because I really, really desperately am anxious to get through this whole